What came in this tube? That's what I'm going to show you during this amazing mail call. Hi, I'm Roy Smith. As you may know, I live in Panama City, Panama. Yep, that's the place with the Panama Canal. And as you may also know, my mail is brought to me from Miami by mailboxes, etc. Well, last Thursday I went over to pick up my mail. I must confess that I haven't been going over to mailboxes as frequently as I used to because of the pandemic. So there were 12 packages waiting for me over there. That's right, 12. And most of them contained stuff for my layout. But there was also this big tube, which my friend David Lukey in Wyoming sent to me. I'm going to open the tube right here in this video and show you what's inside. But we're going to have to go down to the dining room to do it so that I can spread the contents of the tube out on the dining room table. That's the only spot in the house that's big enough. Don't worry, my wife Leonor has already given me permission to do this in the dining room. She may not be a model railroader like you and me, but she always supports my passion for the hobby. Okay, let's go on down to the dining room and open up the tube. On Thursday, I went to pick up my mail, and waiting for me there was this enormous tube from my friend David in Wyoming. Right now I'm in my dining room because I need a large space to lay out the contents of this tube. I'm going to open it up, take out the contents, and then I will share with you what is in this tube. I know it's 2 posters. Let me spread them out on the table and then I can show you exactly what they are. I was wrong. It wasn't 2 posters, it was 5 posters. Let me show you. This first poster celebrates the 150th anniversary of the Union Pacific Railroad. President Abraham Lincoln signed the Pacific Railway Act in July 1862. This led to the creation of the Union Pacific Railroad and the construction of America's first transcontinental railroad during the 1860s. This poster depicts the Ames Monument in southern Wyoming. The Ames brothers, Oakes and Oliver, were very instrumental in the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad. This poster, of course, depicts the enormous 28-stall roundhouse at Evanston, Wyoming. You've seen me trying to capture the feel of it on my layout in recent videos. You'll recall that the Union Pacific Railroad turned the roundhouse over to the city of Evanston in 1972, and the city is now renovating it and the rest of the railroad complex. This poster shows a map of the Union Pacific's portion of the Transcontinental Railroad from Omaha, Nebraska to Promontory Summit in Utah, where it met up with the Central Pacific Railroad in May 1869. And this last poster depicts the UP steam locomotive 844 at the head of an excursion train, just as the first poster did. You've seen 844 and the excursion train running on my layout. 844 is one of 3 steam locomotives preserved by the Union Pacific. All 3 are home-based at Cheyenne, Wyoming, but of the 3, 844 is the only one that was never retired from active service after it was acquired by the UP in 1941. David also included this brochure about the historic Laramie Railroad Depot in the tube which he sent to me. The first train passed through Laramie in May 1868, and sadly in 1997, Amtrak discontinued its regular service to Laramie and all of the other towns across southern Wyoming. But the depot has been preserved, and today it serves as a museum and community center. I will put a link to the museum's website down below. Be sure to go over and check it out. Thank you so much, David. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate all of this. Model railroaders are the most generous people in the world. They are always willing to share their experience, their ideas, and even their treasures, like these posters, with you. David, thanks for sending the posters. I want you to know that I really appreciate your thoughtfulness and your generosity. I can guarantee you that I am the only person in all of Panama lucky enough to have these beautiful posters. I also want you to know that if I ever get back out to Wyoming, I will be stopping by the Laramie Railroad Depot Museum, and I hope to see you there when I'm out there. And you, my model railroad friends, are my best friends in the whole world. As you know, I'm renovating the Evanston area of my layout. It's a pleasure to share that process of renovation with you. You can watch some of my recent videos about the renovation just by clicking over here. Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm Roy Smith. Until next time, happy railroading.